Scientists are out here finding things that raise more questions than answers, and for some reason we keep asking them to tell us about it. Today we have 10 more recent creature discoveries that have researchers genuinely stumped. Let's get into it. Before 2024, there was exactly one known species of cactus urchin in the entire ocean. One. Then a deep-sea Pacific expedition brought up a second. Covered in such densely packed spines, it looked like an underwater cactus crossed with a warning sign. Found at depths that had barely been explored before, scientists don't have a clear explanation for why something this distinct went undocumented for so long. The ocean is apparently still very full of things we've never seen, which, great, fine, love that for us. In 2025, scientists formally described Mirabestioidea, a completely new species of manta ray. Not a subspecies, a separate species that had been swimming in the Atlantic Ocean in front of researchers on film for decades, and nobody noticed. It looks almost identical to the known species, different genetics, slightly different measurements, same ocean, same researchers, which just raises the question of what else we're looking at every single day and confidently misidentifying. In 2024, Hylomus macarong was discovered in the greater Mekong region of Vietnam, one of 234 new species found there in a single year, which is already a lot to process. This one has large, prominent fangs on a hedgehog. Researchers were not expecting that, and neither was I. It's a hedgehog with fangs. I don't know what else Vietnam is doing or hiding, but I think it should probably calm down a little bit. Acanthobothrium golekiten made the World Register of Marine Species official top 10 new discoveries list for 2025. I guess the World Register of Marine Species is trying to come for our title, alright? Making top 10 lists? It's a parasitic tapeworm that lives inside sharks. Scientists call it the good luck worm because finding one means the shark ecosystem you're studying is healthy enough to support complex parasites. So somewhere right now there's a group of researchers celebrating finding a tapeworm inside a shark, and they are genuinely thrilled about that. But I feel like we should ask the shark how he feels. I don't know how to explain that reaction, but I guess I respect it. During a 2024 Pacific deep-sea expedition, researchers pulled up a creature with a heavily spiked shell and beady eyes that didn't match anything on record. Technically a squat lobster found at depths so extreme the expedition itself was considered unusual. It was one of over 100 new species recovered from that single expedition. Researchers noted it wasn't even the strangest thing they found. They never elaborated on what that was. I think about that a lot, actually. What was the strangest thing that they found? A new species of pirate spider was described in 2024, and they're called pirate spiders because that is exactly what they do. They enter another spider's web uninvited. They mimic the vibrations of trapped prey to lure the host spider towards them, then they kill it in its own home. This new species was found operating at scales and in environments researchers hadn't documented before, suggesting the behavior is more widespread than anyone realized, which is extremely interesting because I didn't even know that pirate spiders existed until this list today. I guess that's why I'm not a scientist. It's a spider that learned deception. That's where we are as a planet, so awesome. In 2025, researchers exploring deep-sea caves near Nematode Island in Japan found Corallizanthus aureus, the first cave-dwelling deep-sea species ever documented to bioluminescence. When threatened, it flashes green light. Not as camouflage, not to attract prey, but as a burglar alarm. The flash is designed to summon larger predators towards whatever is bothering it. So this creature, when scared, screams with light in the dark and basically says, "Hey, something bigger, please come deal with this." In a cave at 385 meters alone. Scientists had genuinely never seen this defense mechanism before. Photinopolyno Iskra, described in 2025, bioluminesces as well. It glows. That part is actually beautiful. Where it lives is not. Whale falls. Decomposing whale bodies that sink to the ocean floor and become entire ecosystems. It's also been found in methane seeps and woodfalls. It specifically seeks out environments defined by death and chemical toxicity. Scientists don't yet understand how it travels between these sites, which can be thousands of miles apart from each other. A glowing worm that chases death across the ocean floor, and nobody knows how. Just another reason to stay out of the ocean, I guess. Dracogralis miguelitis was discovered in 2025 on an inactive hydrothermal vent at the mid-Atlantic ridge, 1,649 meters down. Inactive, meaning the vent stopped producing the heat and chemicals that most deep-sea vent life depends on to survive. Most things die when that happens, but this one didn't. It walks on tube-like structures across dead volcanic rock, and it's the deepest member of its group ever recorded in this type of environment. The researchers noted they don't fully understand how it's surviving there. It's living in a dead place doing something science hasn't documented before, and there is currently no complete explanation. I don't know, man. Moving on. In early 2026, scientists analyzing creatures from the Clarion-Clipperton Zone in the Pacific made an announcement that almost never happens in biology. They had found an entirely new branch of life. Not a new species, a new superfamily, Mirabestioidea. A lineage so fundamentally different from anything already cataloged that it needed a new address on the tree of life entirely. 24 new species were described in the same study, found at depths between 4,100 and 4,300 meters. Here is the part that matters. The Clarion-Clipperton Zone is currently being targeted for deep sea mining. Cobalt, nickel, copper, battery metals that companies want to extract from the ocean floor. We just discovered an entirely new branch of life in the exact location we are actively planning to industrially excavate. The researchers noted that the ecological impact of mining this zone is not fully understood. Apparently, neither was what was living there, and it still isn't. Alright guys, that has been our list for today. I think I need to go stare at something completely explainable for a while, like just a regular old hedge or something like that. I've been your host today, Libby Kozlowski, and I will see you again soon. Bye.